Hi. So today this is day 2 and we're gonna see the application framework. So developing Joeffice in Java day 2. We're gonna choose today the application framework. We're gonna choose a build tool to build the application. We're gonna see the first startup of it. We're gonna do some branding of it, just as the about dialog. We're gonna add one library and we're gonna do a first commit. So first choosing the application framework. So I've written a lot of different Swing applications, most of them using my own application framework. So it contains a script to compile, run release, and also do backup. It has about dialog. You can remember settings such as the Windows position. It has standard actions such as loading, saving different settings, exit. It's very small, about between 100 and 200 kilobytes, and you can install it locally or run it as applet. So here are a few examples. The first one is Joeffice Toolbox, which is text utilities software for text manipulations. So here you can see the about dialogues. Another one is Joeffice Speech, online text-to-speech. This time it's as applet. You just need to type some text and it will read for you the text as you type. Another one is a Joeffice website optimizer. So this one you just enter the input directory of your website and you just minimize your CSS, JavaScript, compact your HTML, and compress the whole thing for your website. Then you have the Swing application framework. This one has been developed by Sun a few years ago. It remembers Windows position also. It will remember your settings. There's also a system for task execution in the background, and it can create action from public methods. Unfortunately, it's no longer supported by Sun, or I should say Oracle. And now there's also another project that tried to still continue this project, which is called BSFA for Better Swing Application Framework, but it's also not that much maintained. So I've developed also application using this framework. So this one I'm showing you is called decoration. Here it's to apply filters on images. So you can choose the different filters like a border, drop shadow, mirror. Then you select the image you want to apply the filter, and then you can apply the filter in batch for batch image processing. Another one is called Joeffice Pastel. This one is online as a pet. So here you just give one image to the software and it will render the image using a lot of different effects, and you just need to choose the effect you want for your photo. Then you have the Eclipse application framework. This one is based on modules, based on OSGI. It's not Swing based, such as the other framework. It's based on SWT, which is an IBM library. The well-known application using it is Azerus, which is now Codevus, which is peer-to-peer software. And it has, for example, nice things such as dockings and tabs for different windows. And the one I'm going to use is the NetBeans application framework. It's using NetBeans modules. It can also use OSGI. It's Swing-based, this one. It has a very nice window system for dockings, tabs, and it has also a lot of documentation online and also has books. So I'd like also to thank the NetBeans teams for sending me a few years ago this book, Rich Client Programming, for free, because I also put a video about NetBeans also a few years ago on netbeans.tv. So thanks to the NetBeans teams, and also bought this book, which is a definitive guide to NetBeans Platform 7, which is a bit more up to date than the book I've just shown you. Then you have also documentation online, a lot of them. You have, for example, a quick start, which helps you also start quickly on it, using it. It has mailing list. So I've subscribed also to the mailing list. Then you have a program for testing program. It's called the NetCat. It's mostly also testing NetBeans, which is also based on the NetBeans platform. But also at the same time help to test the NetBeans platform. So I just added my name on the list, and we'll see how much bugs I can report. Then we need to choose a build tool for it. So as well-known build tools for Java, you have Gradle, which is getting more and more momentum. You have Ant, which is a quite old build tool for Java using XML. You have also very popular Maven. So here you have to remember that we just have 30 days to develop the software, and just one person. So you don't want to spend already like 3 days to configure your build and so on, and to have to spend 1 day to be able to copy your 2-3 files and so on. So I'm not going to use Gradle. It's not supported by NetBeans. It's only support Ant or Maven, but as Maven sucks, I'm just going to use Ant. And I'm also known as the Ant commander. So just create a new project. I've downloaded NetBeans 7.3. Now you can choose from new project, NetBeans platform applications. You just enter the name of the project, where you want to install the project, and you can also choose the NetBeans platform you want to use. So here I want more or less the last one, so I'll choose the development IDE, but you can also choose, for example, another NetBeans platform application as your development platform. And now this is the first run. So here I started Joeffice from it. Just after creating the project, you can already run it, and you'll have here already an edit dialog with you see cut, copy, paste, delete, undo, redo. Of course, none of this works at the moment. Then you have a option dialog already where you can define your shortcuts and more. You'll have already about dialog, but with you see the image not really telling that the name of the application is Joeffice, but more about the NetBeans platform. Then you have, for example, if you go in File, you can also define the page setup. Now we're gonna add the new library. So it's a library to read documents. So we want to read Microsoft documents because it's the type of document that is still the most used in business companies. It has to be open source. I'm an open source project, so I cannot use priority software, and it's I like it still to be active because yeah, so it's gonna be a problem if there are bugs. So I'm gonna choose Apache Poi for it. It's a very well-known Apache project, quite well used a lot. So on the website, just go on the website, download the latest version, then I unzip it using, you see my file manager using on commander. And then also don't forget to download the OOXML schema. So when you download POI, it just comes with a basic schema to do some basic document manipulation. And if you want to do more, you can download another jar file, which is not included because it takes, this one is 14 megabyte compared to 4 megabyte for the basic version. But as I'm developing an office, I'm probably gonna need the extended one. So I just downloaded it from Maven and add it to the library. So just choose a new library from the NetBeans platform in the IDE, then enter the jars that you want to have in your library, choose a license. You need to define a package for it, so most of the time I use org.joeffice. And then the name of the library. So, and you're done. Basically, you've created your module, and then you just need to depend on it. So now we're going to see the source control management. So we need to manage our source code. So the first one, well known, is Subversion. Then now it's getting more and more momentum. The famous one is called Git, and also quite famous with GitHub, which is a platform when you can host a Git repository. And the one that I'm going to choose is Mercurial. So why Mercurial? Because first it's supported by NetBeans platform quite a lot. Oracle is using it for Java, it's using it for NetBeans. So I'm guessing that it's very well supported by the NetBeans IDE. And I've also used Subversion, Git, and I still have to test a bit Mercurial, and I think it's going to be more user-friendly than Git. So here you go, on versioning, you select your project and you go initialize Mercury project. And then it will come with one error, and this error is that you haven't installed Mercurial. So let's download Mercurial, install it, and now you can do initialize project, and you can do your first commit. So here we go. We've added, for example, the POI library as a library module to the project. Now we're gonna need also to do today a bit of branding of our application. So you just go right click on the project, go to the branding menu. Here you can define the icon of your applications in different size, your application title. Then on the sprite screen you can remove the NetBeans platform logo and add your own logo with your own text. Then you can scale a bit, color, and so on. You've noticed that I've uploaded a transparent PNG that sometimes can be a problem with it. So I would more advise not to upload transparent images. Then on the Windows system, this is really something that you get for free, and it's really great of it. You can do a lot of things with Windows in NetBeans platform applications. And I've selected all of them because it's all great. So then you go in properties, and here it's more like it's a bit you're doing your shopping for free. You have a lot of different libraries that are here for free, and you can select which one you want for your applications. So it's just easy, as I'm in the Netherlands, so that if it's free, just take it. So basically just take anything that you want. It's free. And here we have now the application running with an about dialog with the logo. I still have as text from an NetBeans IDE and NetBeans platform. So here we're gonna change it. So just go in the resource bundle in the branding where we were, just on the CDDL, and you'll see that this was the text that you had. Now just on your new text, and now you'll see you have a different text for the about dialog. Then you can also go in the project property to use Pack 200 compression, which compresses much more the application when you want to distribute it. You can choose your application license. Well, in this case, I'm releasing under the Apache license. It's very easy because it's just in the combo box as choice. And you can also choose for which platform you want to generate an installer. So you're going to go just for Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. Quite easy, just check, click OK, you're done. Now we're starting also a new module. So that would be this one, not a library module like the previous one, but here it's to develop some code. So which at the moment I'm just gonna name it main, but I may gonna rename to something else. And here you can choose with this module in your application. We're gonna go with using Java 1.7. So it's not gonna work on Java 1.6. This application is gonna work with Java 1.7 and higher. Again, you need to choose for each module that you create under your application. You need to choose which library you want to use. So you have some basic libraries like Windows, Node, Files, Utilities. So just pick the standard ones. And now we're going to add to application, we can add a help system. So just use Java help with, from a new, the new wizard, I would say. Then just do next, next, next. And now if you do help in the application, will come with some help with just one page about it. You can also add options to it. So now just go again to the new and choose the new options when you're in your module. Then you come with a designer for it. Then you can choose, for example, combo box, label, and so on. Just design your panel for your option panel. And then you'll see it will appear in the miscellaneous part of it. You can even customize the toolbar. Here it's right when you're starting the application, it's come with it. So, and we are going to have a tip of the day. The tip of the day is how to create a search into the menu. So here we have NetBeans standard IDE. You'll notice on the upper right corner of the IDE a search text field that you can use to search files, you can to search actions, to search options, and so on. So here you see we have created just created an option panel. So I'm gonna add to it the advanced option keywords appearance. This one are gonna be used into the search. So here you have the choice between the language, for example. So instead of just entering language for it, I can also use language in different languages, such as langage, idioma, tal, and you're gonna see that here first to know how to work it. Here is a URL. You have explication online. You can even add your own kind of actions and your own category of search. So you just again use a new wizard. Instead, you choose a quick search provider. But here we're just going to use actions and options. That's normally I will use this. But we need to add this search action to the menu. So to do it, we just need to create what's called the layer XML. It's an XML file coming within a module. It's an important file for it. And here you can configure normally your shortcuts and a menu, toolbar. Everything is configured in this XML file for your applications. At least quite a lot. So we just create it in your Joeffice desktop, which is our main, our main project for it, our main module for the application, I should say. And here you do two things. So first you create next to the help menu, you will create what's called a horizontal box, which is something which it's a component that will expand to the maximum, where the preferred size is more or less the maximum tab it can fit in. And then next to it, you can add your quick search action. And adding the quick search actions to the menu will add the text field to it. And here we are, the example of it. So you'll see the help, then you have next to the help with something which is invisible, which is our horizontal glue. And then next to the horizontal glue, we'll have a search text field. And if we tap, for example, idioma, then you see it's going to appear in options as idioma. And then we just choose these options. And here we come directly in the correct tab in the option. It will open for you the option window and go to the correct tab. And you'll see there's no written idioma in the tabs, but it will know that it's associated with this panel. Then we're going to do a bit some manipulation in the XML file. So at the moment, you see the file was almost empty, but what is hiding behind is like inheritance inherits from the layer from the platform. And the layer of the platform also came with a lot of things in the tool, in the menu especially, that you don't want to have in the menu because it's not related to an Office application. So you can, for example, hide the output window that you won't need for an Office application. You just need to delete it. Actually, deleting in the layer.xml is more it's more hiding than deleting the real thing. And you can also do copy paste. So for example, we're gonna pick the open that is in the window, open file action, which is in the window, and we're gonna put it in the toolbar because I think within Office application that's something that you want to do quite a lot. So just copy, go to the toolbar, still in the layer XML, do paste, and now you see at the beginning of the toolbar we'll have a open action to be able to open files. You can even associate shortcuts. For example, here we associate the Control-C for the copy applications. And that was it for today. That was it for day 2 of writing an Office application in Java. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to watch your other videos if you're interested to see more. Bye.